We scattered all over the place, right from the mouth of the river all the way east to another river called the Horton River, which is about a few hundred miles east of us. And one day the local leader, the chief, decided that, hey, you know what, we should the whalers coming in from all over the world are starting to want to trade for furs, or whether it be local memorabilia, whatever it is. So he decided, let's move everybody into a single community. And he picked this area for its access to fish, for the caribou migration. He picked the area and he named it Tuktoyaktuk because, as I said, there was a formation at the northern end of Tuk that looked like a caribou. So he said, let's move everybody to the place that looks like a caribou, to Tuk, Tuktoyaktuk.
Right.
Tuk for short, yes. To be honest, we're only a couple generations off the land. Some people are only one generation off the land. So it's a very young culture.
Is there anybody who still, I think there's 3 people or something, who still do live on the land or live in the traditional ways?
There's a couple, there's an elderly couple who still lives just east of us. He never comes into town. He still lives a sustainable lifestyle, and he's 80 years old and he's strong as an ox.
Right.
And that's living off the land of his whole life.
Right.
As you can see in front of us, this is the caisson that you can see. There's cranes, lifting cranes and that to get the stuff out of the barges or ships. There's a helicopter pad. Along the edges, this is, like I said, we were scattered out a long ways. There's old houses on the islands. There's old houses in town. A lot of the houses are kind of built the same, and that's because of the government subsidy building efficient homes.
Are they mostly wood?
That's a swimming pool built above ground.
That can't be that.
The white.
Well, they ship up. They're insulated houses.
No belugas.
No bricks,
We can't
no.
see any. They do come in though.
The chance of it shifting is too much. They don't use bricks at all.
Dog team down there.
Now and then I see log houses and I think, how did that happen?
The log houses?
They would have had to ship them.
Yeah, they are. They're pre-built log houses shipped up on trucks in the wintertime. And then as you see houses like this, the duplexes, and there's a lot of this kind of houses around too. And at the same time, a lot of the infrastructure is aging. A lot of these houses were built in the 70s, so now they're starting to reach their limits. So the leaders of our community are starting to push for new houses.
And this is oil for the
And you see
heating.
the tank right here? Yeah, this is where the diesel goes in.
Okay.
And the tank's like this.
Yeah.
And there's a direct line to your
diesel.
furnace to centralize our community. But before that, how we would bury our elders or anybody was you wouldn't actually dig it into the ground. You would just cover them with driftwood or rocks because you didn't have the tools necessary to dig into the permafrost. So how you do it is you would actually just cover them, whether it be with rocks or wood or a combination of both. Yeah. And you see that tradition all along northern Canada, right into western Greenland. Yes. There's stories of us being related to the Western Greenlanders along the Bering Straits thousands of years ago. Our ancestors migrated along northern Canada right up to Western Greenland. I've been to Greenland once for school, and they actually have almost the same dialect as us.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. It's interesting. Oh, we had a storm this winter where the winds reached 137 kilometers an hour.
That's hurricane.